right, so we're here with Sijo Parekattil, who is, after this meeting here in Orlando in 2024, you are actually now the president of the Florida Urological
24 more
Society.
hours, 24 more hours.
So how does it feel, man?
Well, it feels great. You know, I've been with the Florida Urologic for many years, about 20 years. So I did this the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Just took a long time, a lot of hard work, but
Yeah.
you know, the society means a lot to me.
So tell us how you got involved 20 years ago.
I then moved to Florida, and you know, I'm a urologist on staff at University of Florida, and didn't really know anybody. And so I remember talking to some of my colleagues and asked them, well, how do you meet some of the other urologists, and how do you get the word out there? You know, I was doing some exotic stuff back then, still am.
Yeah.
You know, taking care of guys with chronic testicular and groin pain. And so, especially a field like that, I was like, how do you get the word out and let other urologists know that, hey, you know, we offer some unique treatments? And that's how I heard about the Florida Urologic, and heard about the great networking and camaraderie. And so that's how I first came for my first meeting, and loved it, and have been coming every year since.
Well, you've served many different roles within the Florida Urological Society.
Yeah.
Do you mind kind of listing all the different things that you've
So
done?
I started out from the bottom. Well, I guess there's no real bottom, but essentially, you know, helping out as a alternative rep for the Southeastern section. You know, helping out with the website committee, Young Urologist Committee, and then
Which both of us don't qualify for now. We found out at our
what?
board
I
meeting.
don't know about you, but I'm just kidding. But, no, but basically, you know, I kind of got involved with the allied health physician assistants, nurse practitioner group, and really felt that the way medicine's going, they're going to be a big part of our care delivery system. And so we didn't really have a component for them in our society. And so for many years, I was involved in that, helping them develop their own session here. And that was kind of the bulk of my work over the last few years. And then, you know, been kind of working up the ladder slowly in terms of different positions.
Yeah, it's amazing. Back then, there were no APP speaking.
Absolutely.
And then it started off, it was almost like a struggle in the beginning to get the speakers and get time. And now it's on cruise control. They have their own APP representative, their own session.
Absolutely.
So it's like seeing your kids grow up and being on their own now. It's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. And then developing colleagues. My most favorite colleague right here, Dr. Barmbat, just watching you grow and evolve. And so, you know, you're my brother, and just have this society means a lot to me. And, you know, seeing the growth of all our colleagues and partners has been amazing.
So for people that are not a part of FUS, of the Florida Urological Society, or someone that may be interested in coming to next year's meeting or getting involved, like, what do you see as the perks or the benefits of being a part of an organization like this?
Well, I think it's really the networking, the family atmosphere, right? You know, it's evolved, right? We used to meet on Labor Day, and there's definitely a little more of a family component there. But, you know, as life is progressing, we've been focusing more on the networking side of things, and moved into December. But I really feel that what this allows is a tremendous opportunity to connect with colleagues and industry. Industry loves us because we get to try out new equipment. Some of the other meetings are a lot larger, and this, even though we're pretty large, we're one of the largest state, you know, societies, we still have a very intimate feel, and you get to spend some time, you know, one-on-one like this.
Yeah, I think the industry hall is amazing. I think we had over 80 different vendors this year, and see all the new technologies.
It's crazy, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, you remember when we started this thing out, and we used to have 10 or 15 vendors, and it's exploded.
Well, you go back 20 years. It's always been at least 50 when I started.
That's true. Maybe I go a little bit further back, but basically, a great meeting, great interaction. You know, we're here to learn, to network. We're so busy with our daily clinical activities, and when do you get a moment to stop and really educate yourself? And I love the talks here. You know, we can sit back and get a chance to hear from other specialists, and I think it's a great meeting.
Yeah. So you, over the next year, with Dr. Thiel now being past president, you will be president. Do you see any changes that you may may want to implement, or will it just be kind of growing on what's been growing?
I think we're just growing on what's been growing, and we're a very dynamic, living organism, right? And so, I love what Dr. Brahmat, actually, you started out. You've really been promoting and growing our social media presence, and that's kind of an ongoing evolution. And so, I see all of us kind of growing together, and we want to facilitate, keep working on what we've been working on, and just keep this as a fun, loving, family, kind of tight-knit group, but also very inclusive. And I want to make sure we create that environment where we're a place where everybody wants to hang out.
Yeah. Well, last question for you is, when it comes to like young urologists or even residents, what are some tips that you would have for them when it comes to like figuring out what they want to do in their career pathway?
Well, I think it's great to come to the Florida Urologic because you see urologists in all walks of life, right? We just heard some great talks on, PEs and private equity, employed models, private practice. Where do you get to meet these urologists, right, and see them? I remember coming to these meetings and seeing some of the urologists in different setups and saying, I want to be like that person, and what greater kind of role models, and seeing the people that you want to become, and kind of learn from them. So I think that's what's great about this society.
And I think you mentioned the word family. You can come and learn from these individuals, but they can also become your mentors.
Absolutely.
Which is very difficult at large meetings where it's like thousands of people. Here it's a very intimate crowd, and the people that are here are the best of the best in their field.
Exactly. And I think, we all miss that, right? From residency days, you have that camaraderie, right? You hang out with your co-residents, and you go to tumor board or whatever, and once you go into practice, right, you kind of lose that a little bit, right? Because you're kind of on your own, you're a little island, and where do you meet with your colleagues and get a little bit of feedback and hear about other techniques? And so I really feel that's the purpose of Florida Urologic, right? We fill that need, that networking, that fellowship.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, Dr. Parekattil.
Thank you
we
so
look
much.
forward to seeing you over the next year. And I know the next year's meeting, I'm sure there'll be some interesting things that we have to look forward to knowing you.
Dr. Brahmat's already volunteered for some
That's
of the
going to get
displays.
cut out.